Right now at noon, a church fire under investigation in North Portland. A look at the damage left behind at the local Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses. The Trump administration ramping up pressure for European countries opposing a U.S. takeover of Greenland. We hear from locals with ties to the Nordic territory. Plus, today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and we're highlighting some local organizations working to further King's mission of equal rights for all. Thanks so much for joining us here at noon. I'm Stephanie Domerat. New today, Portland fire and rescue crews are urging safety after a fire damaged an apartment unit along Southwest 71st Avenue. This happened just before 5 this morning. Firefighters found the fire in a second-floor bedroom and were able to quickly put it out. They say the fire was caused by a space heater, and they do remind you to keep portable heaters at least 3 feet away from anything that can burn. Never leave them on when you go to bed or leave home, and plug them directly into the wall and outlet, not an extension cord. Meanwhile, an investigation is now underway after a North Portland church caught fire just before midnight last night. Fire crews responded to North Willamette Boulevard and North Liberty Street, where they found the roof of Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses on fire. Crews were able to quickly contain the fire and say there were no injuries, thankfully. The cause of that fire is under investigation. The Clackamas Fire Department is investigating the cause of a fire that left 2 people without a home. Fire crews responded to the home in Milwaukee around 2:30 a.m. According to Clackamas Fire, when crews arrived, they found a fire extending from the back porch into the attic. They say high winds caused the fire to spread rapidly, but firefighters were able to put the flames out before it spread to any neighboring homes. The fire department says 2 people were evacuated, but they were not injured. The cause is under investigation. Well, Portland Fire tells us a Lloyd District restaurant caught fire after a nearby warming fire from a homeless camp spread out of control. Fire crews were called to the Red Robin on Northeast Grand, where they found a fire burning along the exterior wall and spreading inside. They were able to put it out before it could spread outside the sprinkler system, but the building was damaged by those flames. All right, let's get a check of your weather now. Rod Hill joining us from our own roof for a firsthand look at this beautiful afternoon. Hey, Rod.
Oh, we call it a deck. We don't have a barbecue, that is true. But we still refer to it as a KGW weather deck. Brought to you by Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking. I was up here this morning on sunrise. There was not a cloud in the sky, and there is still not a cloud in the sky. We are truly perfectly clear. Now, we are picking up a bit of an east breeze here in downtown, something that we did not have at all last week. It's not strong. Winds are still gusting to about 40 when you get out near Troutdale and near the gorge itself. All right, let's show you some of our cameras. The sunny, clear skies are up and down the coast and up and down the I-5 corridor. This is our newest live camera in Seaside, and yes, those are surfers out there. We've been picking them up more days than not during this sunny stretch. And why not? It is 53 degrees in Seaside. The coast, once again, will easily be the warmest spot in our state, with mid to upper 50s expected this afternoon. Here's downtown Portland. We're at 47. So yesterday, the high was 47. I like our chances of hitting 50 degrees today for a high. We'll see how it works out. Now, we'll talk more about this coming up in my complete forecast. This is a visible satellite picture. Stay with me. See the low clouds, the Dalles, and then all the way down to eastern Oregon and then out through Pendleton. That is what we call that low cloud lockdown. And in many cases, temperatures under those clouds are still below freezing. So not everybody's in on the sunshine. We'll have that complete forecast for you coming up, Stephanie.
Okay, we'll see you then, Rod. Thank you. Well, today we are celebrating the life and legacy of civil rights icon Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. In Northeast Portland, hundreds of people picked up trash this morning to commemorate the federal holiday in King's honor. Thomas Schultz joins us live from Irving Park. And Thomas, what's happening out there right now?
Well, Stephanie, they're still going out here. This all kicked off at 10 o'clock this morning. More than 400 people gathered here in the Albina neighborhood in Irving Park. And check this out. This is just some of the trash that they've picked up. Piles and piles of trash being collected. Oh, yeah, you can see more of it being dropped off right there. Another great job here. This is an annual tradition by Solve, which is a local environmental nonprofit held every year on MLK Day. And after grabbing bags to stow the trash, volunteers here spinned out across Irving Park and west towards the Boise neighborhood, cleaning up things like cigarette butts, old padlocks, and yeah, even some broken glass, all part of an effort to keep the historic neighborhood clean and prevent trash from entering places like our waterways. Some volunteers tell us they help out every year, adding that cleanups like this one are a great way to honor Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy.
And we're here at a park where lots of families come to enjoy their free time, so being able to keep this park clean and a safe place for families to come and bring their children, I think that's hugely impactful for the community.
And here we go. If we pan to the left here, we got a couple more people just coming in with those collections of litter. Give us a wave. Here we go. Oh, yeah. More collections of trash coming in to this pile. And Saul tells us this is a great way to honor the civil rights leader who spent his life dedicating it to making the country a better place for all. Stephanie?
Oh, great day to be out there. All right, Thomas, thank you so much. Meanwhile, in Fairview, volunteers with the Sunshine Division and Kaiser Permanente worked to pass out food to thousands of families in need. They gathered at Reynolds Middle School to hand out food boxes to anyone in need there, to deliver food to people who signed up from Salem to Longview, Cornelius, Vancouver, and even Clackamas County. This is the 6th year the organizations have passed out food to make an impact in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King.
And we're known a lot for what we do around Thanksgiving and Christmas time, but hunger isn't seasonal. So to be able to do this here in January on Martin Luther King Jr. holiday is a huge thing because the need is so great.
The event continues today at Reynolds Middle School until 2 p.m. Well, the Beast Quake has been given a run for its money thanks to some seismic activity at Saturday's game at Lumen Field in Seattle. Now, this happened within seconds after a 95-yard touchdown was scored by the Seahawks just 13 seconds into the game, causing the crowd to go wild. The Pacific Northwest Seismic Network had preemptively installed 6 seismometers at Lumen Field, which they've done before the playoff home games. Scientists analyzing the activity from their lab at UW saying that play was the most seismic activity of the entire game. But how does it rank compared to the iconic Beast Quake at the 2011 playoff game?
It seems like the first play was the biggest of the day, actually, from the point of view of how strong it was shaking. And just to put it on a scale, it shook the place from the one instrument that we have that's in the same location as the Beast Quake in 2011, about the same as the Beast Quake. So very similar. Our team is refining the measurement, just making sure we get it right. But I can say it was about the same as the scale of the Beast Quake.
Well, there you have it. And while this is not an earthquake, these rumblings are similar to a 3.2 earthquake.